Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of season 3 here at Inter Milan. I've made a couple of changes to the starting lineup, etc. as per your feedback. Apologies that it wasn't introduced sooner. I tend to record a number of videos ahead when given the opportunity or when the opportunity allows, just so I can free up more time for streaming, etc. So I haven't been able to take the advice on board until today's episode. So Umtiti is now being played at left centre-back rather than at right centre-back. I've updated Trent Alexander-Arnold's number again. I changed it from 4 to 20, and then you requested that I change it to 66, which is of course his number at Liverpool, so I've done that as well. And I don't know why I hadn't done this sooner. I put Dalbert in at left back in the rotation side rather than Babic, who was currently in, or was previously in that particular role. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner, to be completely honest, but we've got not that many games today for the month of December. It's Udinese at home, which will sim. Then we Manchester United in the Champions League, Atalanta away in the league, followed by Roma at home. So two particular big games with Man United and Roma. And then we'll be heading into the January transfer window, a window in which I'm not sure what I want to do with my team. Just simulate this home game against Udinese quickly with the rotated side so that we can have full strength side for the game against Manchester United, because that's an important one. We're challenging for top spot in the group for, in theory, an easier draw for the round of 16. So we'll wait and see how things go. Jovic gives us 1-0 lead here, which is a good start. Hopefully we can get a victory against Udinese and continue our good form in Serie A. We're of course looking to do the treble in this final season here at Inter Milan. Bauer gives us a second. That should firm it up for 3 points. But I'm not sure what to do in the January transfer window. Really not sure what to do. I could potentially improve the rotation side. So I'm not sure really what I can do with my first team 11 with the amount of money I have available to me at present. Obviously that's my starting 11, which is very, very, very strong. And I only have, I only have £75 million to spend. So can you improve on that team with only £75 million? I'm not sure really that you can. So it would be this rotation side that would be improved. And that would of course mean that we'd be stronger in simulated games, which would help us compete on all three fronts this season, the Coppa Nazionale, in Serie A and in the Champions League. So where would you improve this side? Maybe on the right hand side of midfield, maybe in central midfield with Gagliardini. It was Gagliardini that came second in the vote for players to potentially leave when we brought in Frenkie de Jong and then subsequently brought in I just sold Vecino, didn't I, to make room for Frenkie de Jong, and then we bought in Umtiti. So I could maybe sign another central midfielder if I sold Gagliardini, or I could sell Caramo and buy another winger. I could not sell Caramo and buying another winger. I could buy another right back. I could maybe improve at centre back, although Van Oysten's a player we've been training continually throughout the entirety of the save. So it's really up to you guys as to what happens in the January transfer window. I'm going away tonight, as you see this video, and won't be back until late Tuesday, so there won't be a January transfer window episode tomorrow. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get it recorded Wednesday morning to get it up for you in the Wednesday afternoon slot on this upload schedule. So unfortunately there won't be a video on the channel tomorrow, but there will be a stream this afternoon, so do make sure you're around for that. There's a link in the description, of course, to my mixer where you can watch all of my streams live. Yeah, okay, we'll play in the away kit. Right, this is for top spot in the group, basically. Now, we beat Man United last time around, I believe, but their starting 11 is really quite weak. Ander Herrera's leaving Manchester United now in real life as well, and this is genuinely their strongest 11, so it's just not that good, really, is it? Really not that good at all. There's an 80. Who was that down there at 80? Oh, it's Alexis. Certainly going to use Anthony Martial ahead of Alexis Sanchez, aren't they? Although perhaps I could put Alexis in there ahead of Mason Greenwood, so we'll do that. But it's not a strong team. Not a strong team at all for Manchester United. So hopefully we should win this and get ourselves top spot in the group. And then we'll just have to wait and see who we get in the knockouts after that. There's the group top left. You can see confirmation that we only need a point here to guarantee top spot. Just needing to avoid defeat against Manchester United, and we'll be finishing in first place. they only need a point to guarantee second spot, as CSKA are on 6 and they're on 9. So fingers crossed we'll be able to get what we need from this game. It might be more difficult to win away from home than it is at home, but I'm not sure. Oh, it's a lovely tackle by Ander Herrera. We'll have to wait and see if we're actually... Oh, it was Almeida, sorry. I thought it was Ander Herrera. We'll have to wait and see if we're actually able to get the win. I'm going to lay this in front of Frenkie de Jong. He's got a bit of space here, so we'll look to bend it. Looking for the bottom corner, but easily enough saved by the goalkeeper, David De Gea. We'll try and build again if we can. Pepe got the runner on the outside there, and we'll play it to him. Trent Alexander-Arnold is a mean crosser of the football. That's a really good ball in, but it's Paul Pogba that gets the ball away. Bruno Fernandes will deliver the ball up. Goes Skriniar, but well held by David De Gea from close range. Trent with the throw. Pepe's there. We will go inside on Rabiot on his left foot. He's done it before. And he's so very close to doing it again. Off the left-hand post and out for a goal kick. Very nearly the first goal of the game. And that header. Lukaku's done well. Lingard forward there to Lukaku. Into Rashford. Lukaku, that's decent from Romelu Lukaku. Lafont drawn into the save. Cross will come in from Paul Pogba here. And we'll see if we can get rid of it. Hopefully we can. Up we go. Pepe nods away well. Try and get there with Lautaro, but can't. Almeida. Oh, and Herrera tripped by a teammate. Here's Almeida again. Fred. Rashford. Oh, he's done me there with a turn. He scored a truly phenomenal goal in the game against us earlier on in the campaign. Marcus Rashford. One of the most impressive goals I've seen from an AI player. One of the least AI style goals as well, to be fair, with the little flick up and then volley. But they haven't yet really, other than that long distance Romelu Lukaku effort, properly tested Alban Lafont. He's 87 rated now, Lafont, so certainly he's going to take a lot of testing. Oh, am I going to get to that with Lautaro? I'm trying so very hard, and he is going to get there. Martinez! Oh, devastating finish. It's Inter Milan 1, Manchester United 0. We do only need the point, but getting the win would be preferable. And that looks like we might now be getting the win, although there's still a long way to go. To Lautaro Martinez. Turn that around there to Frenkie de Jong. Cross to Depay. Rabiot. Martinez. A goal at the beginning of the second half would be superb. But, oh, tame effort in the end after a really nice move. Frenkie de Jong just strokes that straight into the hands of David De Gea. Thankfully, he's won it back for us. And Pepe will play in Lautaro, who could look for Pepe again through that gap, but can't quite find him. Well cut out by Chris Smalling. They've been decent defensively so far, Man United, only conceding that one goal. But you do get the feeling that with all of this pressure, a second is on its way at some point in the second half. Hopefully we'll be able to get it. Just to confirm, hang on a minute, just to confirm that we're going to get the top spot. They do need to score 2 to get themselves top of the group, United. Like I say, a point is enough for us to guarantee first. And so far, it looks like we're still going to be getting it. Trent with the throw. Nicola Pepe brings it down. They've just put on Phil Jones to play at left back. So I'm going to try and destroy him at left back. And we certainly started off the right way to do that. Trent tries to get his cross in. We'll try again. Is that a corner? It is. Phil Jones at left back certainly is not the right recipe for trying to stay solid defensively. De Gea will come and punch that. A drop to Samuel Umtiti. I see the space out there for Depay. We'll hit it early, and that was very nearly a stunning goal against the former team for the Dutchman, but unfortunately just bent wide of the post. A little bit too much on it. Trent. Cross there to Skriniar. Into Rabiot. There's some space for Telles at left back. Memphis has made the run. Trying to draw those central players out wide to open up some space in the middle, but that didn't quite work. And with only 2 minutes to go, Romelu Lukaku's played in by Paul Pogba, and they might be in here for an equaliser. Manchester United. He's got Martial at the back post, who was in a little bit of space. Thankfully, the defender saw him there, but Martial still gets the header in as the weight of pass and the trajectory of the delivery was perfect to find him, but couldn't get it on target. James Wilson on for Jesse Lingard, but I think it's going to be all she wrote for Man United here. It's going to be a 1-0 win for Inter Milan at Old Trafford. We'll take top spot, thank you very much, with 4 wins from the 6 games in the group. That would be 12 points for us. 9 points for Manchester United, and CSK Moscow lost to Ajax, so it will be third only for CSK Moscow. Ourselves and Manchester United will progress through to the knockout stages of the Champions League, and hopefully by the time we get to the game against Atalanta, we might know who we're going to face in that knockout round. Van Oisen's going to go up to 82 rated here with yet more training. Might influence your decision with regards where to spend the money. The fact that he's continuing to grow and grow well. It's Atalanta up next. I don't know whether our final group stage games are going to be played a week before the second half of the final group stage games, whether everything's played in this 1 week. We'll have a look now and see if the Champions League has been drawn. It hasn't yet. So we will know by the end of the episode who we've got. We've had a couple of games rescheduled and we've had the prize money. So perhaps it's slightly strange that, unless it's been scheduled, it just hasn't been drawn yet. So games have been scheduled, we just don't know who we're facing yet. Right, Atalanta away up next. Let's try and stay top of the Serie A table if we can. Here's Josip Ilicic played in down the line. Back there to Mattiello. Cross comes in well, and well, we're 1-0 down. Really good header at the back post by Gosens, and Atalanta have themselves a 1-0 lead after 5 minutes. Not the way I wanted to start this game, to be completely honest. Not the way I wanted to start this game at all. Really good header though. Unfortunately, Trent Alexander-Arnold at the back post and Frenkie de Jong between them couldn't get anywhere near the ball. It was just that good a quality cross. Manchester United couldn't do it, but Atalanta took just 5 minutes to score against my defence. Lovely take by Bruno Fernandes, but too close to Daniel Carriço. But it will be a corner for us. We could maybe get ourselves level soon after they went 1-0 up. Pepe should win this header. Skriniar does, but it's over the bar. Ilicic down the line there to Mattiello. Early cross, and Titi unorthodox, but away nonetheless. Is Ilicic. Oh, don't let him on his left chest, because he can do that! Josip Ilicic! Oh no! 2-0 down, inside 15 minutes away from home against Atalanta. That's not what we needed.
You never thought he was going to miss, Alan.
Oh. Literally, as I was saying, don't let him on his left. He just skips past the challenge with great agility and then lets fly with one hell of a finish, Josip Ilicic. He's bent that superbly into that far corner. We got a mountain to climb now. Fernandes across to Rabiot. They're literally in commentary talking about the form we're in, 6 straight wins. But what they haven't taken into account is the fact that we're 2-0 down here. Oh, I can't get it past Carriço. Fernandes will try again to find Pepe. He'll try and replicate perhaps Josip Ilicic's finish, but not be able to do it. Straight down the throat of Sporty Yellow. They've got a couple of key players, Atalanta, with Kessié still in the midfield for them, and Alejandro Gomez set a cam behind the front too. But so far, it's been the midfielders that have been doing the business. And then Josip Ilicic that finished it off. De Jong trying to get it around the corner. Gosens brings it down well. Kessié forward there to Jovetic. It's Alejandro Gomez. Please don't get a third, lads. They get a corner, they do. 25th minute, and there is the opportunity for them to extend their leads yet further. It's a decent delivery too. Pepe away. Frenkie de Jong just knocked that sideways. We'll go back to Frenkie, then through the gap there. Bruno Fernandes, lovely footwork. Lautaro to Pepe. Trent's on the overlap. We're going to need a good delivery, please, Trent. We need you to find a teammate. We're going to look for Memphis at the back post and not find him. Alex Telles brings that down. What's his left foot like? Not good enough is the answer. Telles. Memphis making the run. Really going to need one back by half-time. He's left the defender for dead there. Unintentional, but still really well done. I just wanted to turn. I didn't expect the defender to lunge at me like that. Lautaro, oh, Keira has read that superbly. He just lunged in there when the ball was being played through. And Atalanta have had an answer for everything I've thrown at them so far. Score of their first goal. Gosens on the left-hand side, tackled by Trent. Can't quite get it forward to Pepe, can we? No. We are going to be 2-0 down at the break here, unless the referee gives me the opportunity to complete this counter-attack, which he may well do. No, not going to get the chance to do it. They've had an answer for everything I've offered them so far, offensively. 2-0 Atalanta at the break. De Jong with the throw. Pepe. Bruno Fernandes is there. Trent's on the run. Play him in. Please find a teammate, Trent. He's found only the keeper. Rabiot's there with a rebound, though. And that is game on again. Oh, that was lucky. Really lucky. It was decent enough from the keeper to just tip that away. But unfortunately for him, he's tipped it straight to Rabiot. And it only just reached him. I was just fortunate that Rabiot's left-footed. Because the majority of my other players are right-footed. And if it had fallen to anyone else, they probably would have fluffed it. But Rabiot buries it. I don't know why we're zooming in on the keeper just flailing around on the ground, unfortunately for him. Oh dear. 2-1. Right, that's a good start to this second half. Now we need to build on that and get ourselves back in this. Free kick for Atalanta. They're going to look to try and get their 2-goal advantage back again. Skriniar's got something to say about that though. Titi down to Nicola Pepe. We'll just look to accelerate away. Didn't go right according to plan, but we've played through Bruno Fernandes here. He's got a number of defenders around him trying to hold everybody off, and eventually Toloi gets back to put a foot in. If he was just a little bit quicker, then we might have been able to hold off all 3 defenders and get the chance on goal. But it's a real positive start to this second period for us so far. 1 goal and already looking like we're going to be able to pick them apart as they tire here for the remainder of the game. Although they are going to score a 3rd goal. Wonderful! That's not gone according to plan at all then. Really good delivery again. Superb cross. And with a diving header at the back post. Oh, he's so close to missing that. He's done superbly, Mattiello, there to get that in the bottom corner. Alex Telles, not sure what he's trying to do to clear that, but stunning finish. Back to the bottom of the mountain. And climbing once again. De Jong through the gap to Lautaro. Oh, it's a great turn and touch. Pepe. There's so many blue and black shirts back there. I couldn't get anyone to commit so I could walk around them. Bruno Fernandes will take the corner. We'll whip it in towards about the penalty spot. It's a good delivery. Skriniar's up. And again, it's over the bar. Can't seem to keep his headers down today, Milan. De Jong. Around the corner there nicely to Lautaro. Oh, looking for Nicola Pepe. Couldn't find him. We'll try and find a bit of space for this shot. Sums my game up, really. Oh, this would sum the game up. We concede on the counter-attack as well. And Titi's just going to outmuscle him here. Did he do enough to force the goal kick? He did, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be a 3-1 defeat to Atalanta. That throws the season back into question. We were strolling with the way things were going so far, but that's back to earth with a rather large bump. 6 wins in a row prior to that game, and then bang, Atalanta go and bring us right back down to earth. Juventus could go top of the table if they win their game in hand. I can't believe we've fallen foul of Atalanta there. That win, it moves them up into 6th place, as you can see there, and they're now back into contention for a Champions League spot for next season. Will be Roma at the end of the episode as well, so it's going to be more difficult than the game against Atalanta. What did Juve do in that game? It's going to tick over here. We're not going to see Juventus top of the table again, and they've won their match day 16-2, so now they're 4 points clear. So getting the win against Roma is now even more important than it was before. Have we now had the Champions League drawn? We have Wolfsburg. That's certainly a winnable tie. But this one is going to be pretty difficult if they've strengthened, because they had a really poor, aging Edin Dzeko up top, and they have looked like they've strengthened. They've got Augustin up top now, who 23-year-old rapid striker. Sabitzer at cam still, Verdi on the left. We'll put Justin Kluivert out there. Cengiz Under's back. He was missing for the entirety of last season through injury. No better centre-backs. Kazal will throw in at right back. Grimaldo's now 86 rated. He was like 84, I think, last time we played Roma. That's a really decent looking side. A really strong looking side. Right, this is not going to be easy, especially after that defeat against Atalanta. Game on. Trent forward to Nicola Pepe. And then to Bruno Fernandes. Just had to roll the defender that was closing me down. We'll fire that into Lautaro. And here's Nicola Pepe. See the runner, Bruno Fernandes will look for him, but Rudiger cuts that out really nicely. Sabitzer driving forward, trying to get Roma away on their first attack of the game. Here's Pellegrini into Cristante. Oh, well intercepted, but unfortunately falls straight back.
What do you think, Alan?
Roma man.
Excellent attacking players.
Sabitzer out wide here to Kluivert. Quickly forward to Augustin. Not the best of first efforts for Roma. It is a first effort for Roma, and the fact that they were able to cut me open quite so readily is concerning. I was hoping we were going to be slightly more solid defensively than we were in the last game. It was the team in blue and black that came out on top in the game against Atalanta. Hopefully it will be the team in blue and black that comes out on top in this game against Roma. And we've got Frenkie de Jong away, but we don't have a 1-0 lead. We still don't have a 1-0 lead. Should have finished that. Forward in there to Lautaro. Oh, it's nicely done. Come on then, Memphis. Let's get a goal on this counter-attack, please. Driving forward in towards the box. Memphis Depay, pull it back. Find only a defender. 3 people to aim for. Doesn't find any of them. Nicola Pepe can't squeeze it through to Lautaro either. It's been a positive start with regards to the creativity and the way we've been going forward. We haven't yet got the goal to give us that 1-0 lead, though. And the longer we go without it, the more vulnerable I feel at the back. Cengiz Ünder played in behind. Cross could come in. There it is, and Umtiti's in the way. Now it's a corner for Roma at the other end. To be delivered in by Pellegrini. It's a good delivery too, but Frenkie de Jong deals with it. Now can Lautaro get it under control? No, he can't even read the bounce of the ball. Superb. It's Marcel to Brian Cristante. Pellegrini again just took the corner, looking for a teammate. Probably should have let that go out for a goal kick, but never mind. Grimaldo put that back to Justin Kluivert, and everybody misses that. Could have left that for the goalkeeper, but didn't. I really should leave some things for the keeper at this point. Here's Grimaldo. Still, Roma come forward into Sabitzer, and finally Lafont holds on and will just calm things down. De Jong forward to Lautaro. Bruno Fernandes. I'm actually going to go back to Lautaro here, and then maybe Bruno can make me a run. Can I get past Rudiger? He's been a brick wall so far. Antonio Rudiger here, back at Roma in this save. Memphis, though, taking their defender on a run around, and Bruno Fernandes played in. He hit that very well. Baumann with a very smart save. Bruno will take the corner himself. Pepe could be underneath this. Be another corner. Indeed it is. See if we could do, but I might try an in-swinger actually. Let's put a left foot. Actually, no, let's just give it to Trent because he's got some decent crossing as well. Trent with the corner. It worked in the Champions League. It very nearly worked here as well. Skriniar with a header, this time on target, but still no goal. Looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time here at home against Roma. Unless Cengiz Ünder creates something for them here, of course. Back there to Levan Kurzawa. Forward to Cengiz Ünder again. And it's a decent delivery. And Trent will get rid. And now it's the corner at the other end to end the half. Rather than mine at the attacking end. Cengiz Ünder on the opposite side of the field this time. That's a decent delivery. Pepe gets up for it. The keeper in 2 minds. And Frenkie de Jong will clear. It will be 0-0 at half time. Oh, that wasn't the best of technique on that tackle from Nicola Pepe, and somehow we've won the free kick as well. Or sorry, the throw-in as well. I think that should have been a free kick, is where my mind was going. 2-footed, that challenge from Nicola Pepe. Work it inside. It's meant for Nicola Pepe, but Rudiger cuts that out. It's annoying. Sabitzer trying to put him under pressure, but they've been calm and composed, and that's a good through-ball opportunity. And Iago Falque's in behind. He scored one of the goals last year in the semi-finals of the Coppa Nazionale. I think it was the goal in the first leg of the semi-final. Thankfully, Umtiti recovered after failing to tackle him the first time. Lautaro will look. None of my passes really going where I want them to at the moment. That was meant for Bruno Fernandes, though, but he can't get past the defender. Both sides been rock solid at the back so far. There have been chances for either team, but either the goalkeeper's been on point or the defenders have eventually snuffed the thing out. Sabitzer with the delivery, and it's Frenkie de Jong that's back there snuffing this one out. Rabiot out wide to Memphis. Drop the shoulder. No, stay on your feet. Oh, that's so frustrating. Kurzawa will pick up a yellow card for breaking up the counter-attack, but it's a great tactical foul and certainly worth taking one for the team. If Memphis stays on his feet there, he's in. He's clean through. Frenkie de Jong. He's on the floor. Get up, Adrien. Play him in. Squeeze that, Lautaro. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well hit. And Baumann's save doesn't bounce free to a Inter Milan man. We'll take the throw in instead. 20 minutes to go here. Still no sign of breakthrough from either team. We'll look for Rabiot. There's Lautaro under control. Bit of space. Memphis Depay. Oh, Baumann again with the fingertips. Stop it, please. Come on, Rabiot, win that header. Well up. It's going in. Oh, it's gone in. Bauman under pressure from Lautaro Martinez. There was he interfering with the keeper. He didn't touch the ball, but it wasn't offside in a, interfering with play position. He was onside and had every right to try and challenge for it. I think the keeper was going to get there. Definitely need to see the replay. Watch Lautaro here. There's a man on the post, and he goes to challenge for it. No, it was just, what was? It was like the defender and the attacker and then the goalkeeper in the middle, and somehow the ball has still gone in. Keeper's gone for it. Kazawa perhaps thinks his keeper's going to get there. Or maybe the keeper tips it away from his defender's head. Could Kazawa have cleared that if the keeper left it? I'm not sure. A stroke of luck there. Rabiot will take the goal, and with 17 minutes to go, we look like we're going to get the victory that we desperately need to stay in touch with Juventus at the top of the table after dropping points against Atalanta. All we need to do now is hold on to this lead. Oh, it's a beautiful ball by Lautaro Martinez in behind to Nicola Pepe. He's got the pace on Grimaldo, who's quick, but he just seemingly gave up there. And I'll pull this back, looking for Memphis. Pellegrini's in the way. Pellegrini's in the way. So throw for us, though, even though the referee's pointed to the crowd with his flag. Nicola Pepe trying to spin Justin Kluivert there, but just couldn't quite do it. Courage forward. And Roma on the counter here. I am wary of Augustin's pace at all times, but he hasn't, look at him busting a gut to get through the middle there. In fact, I was too busy looking at him. No! Oh, everybody missed it. Too busy looking at him to defend properly. So worried was I about his pace through the middle and trying to mark that. 6 minutes to go. We still have our 1-0 lead. Bypassed my entire midfield. Thank you, Samuel Umtiti. That was a very important tackle. Memphis will drive inside here. We've got two options. We'll try and use both. We'll get it there to Nicola Pepe. He'll drop the shoulder. I see the man at the back post. Memphis is there, as is Levan Kazawa, unfortunately. Alexander-Arnold down to De Jong. Back there to Rabiot. We go to Frenkie again. Well, that was who it was intended for. Memphis will look for him. Frenkie De Jong for two. Bauman with the save, but there's just seconds to go now. And surely that's the win in the bag. We could even get a second from the corner, perhaps. Do we ever? What a header from Samuel Umtiti. That was unreal. Absolute Matthijs de Ligt style sort of goal there from Samuel Umtiti. Delighted with that. 2-0. Slightly flatters us considering the tight nature of the game. But what a header. Down into the grounds. Far side netting. That is game over and 3 points for us. Thrilled with that. Thank you very much. Edin Dzeko to Lascelles, and there's the final whistle. It's practically the last touch of the game to give us the lead. Or, sorry, to extend our lead. Oh, I'm pleased with that. After losing to Atalanta, we needed to bounce back, especially considering Juventus had already won on that match day. If we lost that, we'd be 4 points behind them. As it stands, it's just a single point between ourselves and the old lady, and we'll head into the January transfer window in decent shape. But what happens in the January transfer window is down to you. I have some money to spend, but I don't know where to spend it. I don't think I can improve that team, really, not with the funds I've available to me. Nor really is there anyone that I want to change, to be fair. I think I'm quite happy with the side as it is. This side could certainly do with improving. Maybe a, like we say, right back or a left back or a centre mid or a right winger. We'll leave it up to you guys in the chat. Or in the comments to have a conversation. But for now, that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Like I say, I'll be streaming later on this afternoon. There won't be a video tomorrow as I'm away for the day. But hopefully I should be able to get you the next episode up by Wednesday. So we'll only miss one day in the schedule. So we'll return on Wednesday, by which point I'll have been able to gather your feedback for the January transfer window. And we'll act upon it. £75 million to spend. And we'll spend it next time.